Machiavellian is from the great writer Niccolo Machiavelli. Machiavelli was an important philosopher, and his writings and ideas are important in philosophy and also in political science. He wrote a famous work called Il Principe, or The Prince, which is essentially a guidebook for how to successfully rule. It's for rulers, teaches them strategies, tactics, methods, techniques, sometimes unethical and immoral, in order to maintain their power and govern successfully. Machiavellian has a somewhat negative connotation, although the connotation could also be positive. A government or a person that behaves in a Machiavellian way looks more at what is the end goal. There's an underlying theme or concept of the end justifies the means. In other words, even if something immoral or ethical has to be done, if the end goal requires that, then it is justifiable, that unethical or immoral behavior and action. So, of course, this is open for debate in life, in society, in politics. So when somebody behaves in a Machiavellian manner, they're acting in a way that the end justifies the means. They're going to use any tactics, strategies, methods, techniques in order to reach that end goal successfully. In political science and in history, one of the great geniuses of modern times is this man, Henry Kissinger. And Henry Kissinger was a proponent of realpolitik, which is kind of a somewhat synonymous or kind of like a modern Machiavellian manner of behaving in the political and world arena. Henry Kissinger and the administrations he worked for definitely could be described as Machiavellian. And a good example of this would be the U.S. in Latin America from World War II until the present, but particularly from World War II until 1990. The U.S. had a Machiavellian policy in Latin America, and the end goal was to stop the spread of communism in Latin America. So, unfortunately, this policy, the dirty war, the silent war in Latin America, resulted in the deaths of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of people, and very violent, questionable tactics and strategies were used during that time, all under the rubric or the desire to stop communism. Most people consider Henry Kissinger a hero, although there are some who would say that his policies were so Machiavellian that they could amount to war crimes. So some people think that he should be charged with war crimes. Most people think he was a hero for stopping the spread of communism. I don't know the answers to these questions. However, he's a great example of a political figure, a historical figure, who behaved in a Machiavellian way.